is my singular honor and pleasure to welcome you to this inaugural press briefing for the African Chief of Defense Staff Summit 2025 holding in Abuja, Nigeria.
Nigeria's armed forces will be hosting about 53 chiefs of defense staff from across Africa and resource persons from across the globe, some foreign partners, as well as senior retired and serving military officers at the maiden edition of the African Chiefs of Defense Staff Summit 2025 in Abuja.
Across the spectrum of terrorism, armed conflicts, organized crimes, and arms trafficking. The transnational nature of these threats demand that nations collaborate to confront them. To this end, the African Chiefs of Defense Staff Summit, ACDSS for short, was conceptualized by the Chief of Defense Staff, General C.G. Musa OFR, as a premier platform for the Chief of Defense establishments across the continent to engage in dialogue on shared defense and security mechanisms to enhance defense capabilities amongst African nations. Truly, in the light of the current realities, it has become imperative to seek African solutions to African problems. In recognition of this, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, His Excellency Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, has granted approval for the Defense Headquarters to host the maiden African Chief of Defense Staff Summit 2025.
Disclosing the theme for the inaugural summit, Air Vice Marshal Amadi, chairman of the organizing committee, said the event is also expected to showcase Africa's defense capabilities through a defense exhibition, which will be held concurrently with the summit.
The theme for this inaugural summit is combating contemporary threats to regional peace and security in Africa, the role of strategic defense collaborations. And this summit will cover 4 thematic areas, namely discussions on collective securities and strategy for African security issues, facilitating collaborative responses to peace and security issues within the African continent, developing mechanisms for integrating the private sector into African defense efforts, and lastly, establish a roundtable for the initiation of homegrown solutions to African defense problems and issues. The summit is scheduled to hold from 25th to 27th of August at the Bola Ahmed Tinubu International Conference Center, Abuja, and the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, all in Abuja here. The event is also expected to showcase African defense capabilities through defense exhibition, which will concurrently hold with the summit at the venue for the event. The exhibition is particularly important as it has become imperative to adopt homegrown solutions and responses to emerging threats, especially through support to locally manufacturing companies for the African defense industry.
The coordinator of the planning committee emphasized that the hosting of the summit is a testament to the leadership role Nigeria plays in Africa.
We'll be seeking collaborative response, talking about no one doing it alone, a joint and combined setting for some of the challenges addressing the threats that face the African continent. Of course, it will also be a platform for these bigwigs in defense establishments to begin to understand themselves and discuss better with the relations across the globe. In a nutshell, that's what we are seeing. Unfortunately, the main edition of the summit, and a lot of things rely on the success of it for subsequent editions.
Hosting the summit in Nigeria enables bilateral and multilateral engagements that can lead to stronger diplomatic relationships, defense trade agreement, and cross-border military cooperation. Olaimi Eso, Fispire TV.